Yo, it's your boy Carter, Chris WCC. You know what I'm saying? Back in the building, another ass video, man. How y'all been? I've been good today. Today we got JDM Media, man. Or JD Media. Why nerd culture is scared of black people? I ain't gonna say too much, but like it's more than one reason why. It's a lot of reasons, honestly. But also because they know the potential we really got to really kind of do this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Can't say too much, but yeah. You know what I'm saying? Once y'all realize this shit, like I said, it's deeper than what it get. Y'all know. I hope you've been taking care of yourself. Hope you've been well, loving yourself, all that type of shit too. Yeah. I mean, without further ado, we about to get to this video, man. Hopefully been eating good, taking care of yourself, getting to the money on, man. Don't let nobody change it, man. And I mean nobody. Love yourself. Keep loving your fam. The real fam. Yeah. Stay true. Without further ado, let's get to this shit. It's my damn birthday month. This crazy.
25, it was revealed that Ubisoft canceled an Assassin's Creed game in which you play as a former slave-killing Klansman. It was canceled over concerns regarding the political climate, as well as backlash associated with Assassin's Creed Shadows. The main criticism with that game centers around Yasuke, who, despite being real, is quite obscure and certainly wasn't the pivotal samurai the game portrays him as. But, when has AC ever concerned itself with realism? The last Assassin's Creed game I played, George Washington was blasting people with a magic apple. But for some reason, when we talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows, everyone suddenly gets an armchair and a history PhD. And for every comment,
niggas was literally going through all types of reality. Niggas forgot about Odyssey too. Odyssey was so peak. Oh my god, I need to play that shit again. Odyssey, not Odyssey. It was Origins. Then Odyssey. Origins was the true banger. Origins was so good. Oh my god. I'm talking about nigga. They cook with Origins and Odyssey too, but Origins was better, way better. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta play that shit again.
Putting up the facade of an intellectual critique, there's one that sounds like they still haven't updated their—
Like, look at these geek ass niggas, bro. Like, we done seen so much crazy shit in sci-fi and media, but as soon as niggas get Assassin's Creed game, he was like here we go, just jerking dick once again, cause y'all love doing that type of shit, don't y'all? Niggas hop on Twitter every day and hate, my nigga. All right, bro. Like, your whole highlight reel just gonna be you hating on Twitter, gang. Holy shit.
racism software since the Jim Crow patch.
Ubisoft has rewrote history, where sub-Saharan African migrant blood of Yasuke runs through the blood of the Imperial family. This is the most disgusting game in the history of gaming.
From Political Awake or Colonel Otaku Gatekeeper. Racist, this is your man's. But more than making me outraged or offended, my initial reaction to the AC Shadows controversy was more or less confusion. Cause haven't we done this before? Shogun is an HBO series that aired back in 2024. Based on the novel by James Clavell, the protagonist John Blackthorne gets shipwrecked in Japan, adopted into the service of a powerful Japanese lord, is granted the rank of samurai, and aids in his conquest. Deja vu, anyone? So how exactly are these two so different?
I wonder. And that's so crazy because I literally didn't even hear about that fucking show. Like the show that he just showed us, my nigga. Like, what? I ain't even know this dropped. The shit look fire though. Cause we, you know, us niggas, we not haters. Like, we gonna keep it real. The shit look your shit look tough. But why was that not talked about? I didn't see that shit either, honestly. But either way, both of them, regardless, my nigga, you feel me, should be like, it should be, you know what I'm saying, a green light, nigga. We should not be crying about this type of shit, gang. Like, white chick, like, all type of crazy shit done dropped. But this is what we worried about. But when it comes into a fucking game, that's where we draw the line. But niggas actually putting this shit in movies, but nobody say nothing. Wow.
What separates Blackthorne and Yasuke? Well, the answer is 600 years of propaganda and race science.
Oscar, look at it. 16, and this shit didn't move. Bruh, oh my god, 16 fucking nominations. breaking records. See what happens when us black people can just come together and just create a fucking banger. Like, whole time this shit was about us, bro. This shit crazy, bro. You feel me? Like, damn, fucking banger ass movie, bro. But people was hating on this because you know why? Because niggas start winning, the whole world start hating. You know how this shit get. All we need to the whole world. We know who truly hating. I can't say too much, but yeah.
In the aftermath of World War I, Italy got very little. The economy was wrecked, its government was weak, and there was a steep political divide that exacerbated every issue. And so strolled in the father of fascism, Benito Mussolini. His idea went something like this. What if I was able to somehow unite everyone under a single common cause, to forgo individuality and instead place their trust and belief in nationality and culture itself? It would require a singular strongman, a charismatic pinnacle of the culture, and of course, an emphasis on militarism, so that no one steps out of line. But see, the two most important elements to make fascism work are an enemy to fight and a history to mythologize. See, a lot of people look at a term like white nationalism and just kind of file it under that folder in their head labeled racist stuff. But let's actually break it down. White nationalists believe that all white people are part of a collective, and that collective is both under attack yet inherently superior. Superior to what exactly? Well, we'll come back to that in a second, but first we gotta tackle the most fundamental flaw in this line of thinking, that being whitehood isn't a real thing. Race isn't genealogy, nor is it ethnicity. Again, the first rule of fascism is to mythologize history. White nationalism needs you to buy into the thought process that for thousands of years our ancestors all lived in perfectly hegemonic ethno-states, in which A, culture mattered way more than it actually did in history, but also B, skin color equals culture? This is the logical fallacy that critical race theory tries to point out. Scientifically speaking, no one is really white. They are Irish, or they are Italian, or they are Syrian? Yeah, check it out. There are a grand total of 5 races according to the US government, meaning Syrians are white. And over the course of history, basically every immigrant group has at one point attempted to argue that they belong in Whiteville. Mexicans, Middle Easterners, Asians, all of these groups, which have tons of categories within themselves, were at one point labeled as white. And of course, Jewish people, Irish, Italians, all of these groups were once considered not white. So what exactly is the truth? The debate over what is white matters solely due to what being white means. For a long time, American citizenship was limited to people who were classified as white. It is quite literally an exclusionary designation that doesn't mean anything on its own. It lets you know who is welcome to the club and who should keep walking. So, what is whiteness? The answer is whiteness is not black. Who do white nationalists believe they are superior to? Anything that is the other. Looking through old census is one of the most damning arguments against white nationalism, since you get to watch in real time as the US government struggles to figure out what they themselves define as race. The belief would honestly be laughable if it didn't kill millions of people. Of course, when most people think of fascism, they think of Mustache Man. What is conveniently left out of the conversation is just how many of Hitler's ideas he got from watching the United States. Hitler was greatly inspired by Jim Crow, and in the early stages, the Nazis based their judicial persecution of the Jewish people off of a similar model. What was most core to this were their laws prohibiting interracial marriage. We are definitely going to touch back on that at the end, but first I want to harken back to those 2 golden rules of fascism: mythologize and create an enemy. You see, if you want people to kill and enslave for the sake of the culture, you need to convince them the culture is worth killing and enslaving for. This is difficult because there is no culture worth killing and enslaving for. So you must craft one, and while you're at it, why not create cultures worth being killed and enslaved? See, don't stop at mythologizing your own culture, why not lie about others? This comes in the form of fear-mongering, racist stereotypes, and other kinds of propaganda you're likely to hear this Thanksgiving. But I want to actually talk about a more obscure form of this mythologizing. And that is what we see in the world of art and entertainment. Yeah, this video's about that, remember? Key to the mythology of a fascist state is the notion that culture is absolute, both in its importance as well as its hegemony. There is a reason for the salute, the uniforms, the slogan, the specific beauty standards. Fascism requires a model of excellence and a series of tropes that define the culture being marketed. Every facet of life must fit the brand, and this extends to art. This is how we arrive at media censorship, book burning, or the example I want to highlight here, Nazi art exhibitions. Right next to their own shining examples of what it means to be a proud Aryan creator, you'd have entire sections of the displays demonstrating what was not accepted. Much of this was art created by Jewish or Black artists and was labeled the monstrous offspring of insanity, impudence, ineptitude, and sheer degeneracy. So while you bask at the degeneracy before you, I want you to consider where we might have heard similar ideas before. From rap music, to video games, to the Super Bowl halftime show. See, fascism is rather fragile, and fascists are aware of this fact. That is why art is so important to them. On one end, it is the ultimate exchange of ideas, but on the other end, it is the ultimate opportunity to rewrite the narrative. Step 1, mythologize. Step 2, create art that feeds into the mythology. And you know that you've won once anything not feeding into it starts to feel out of place. Eventually, anything that doesn't fit is regarded as lowbrow at best, or at worst, people call it an attack on the culture. After this video, you should absolutely check out this video essay by Jacob Geller. His breakdown of the right and their hatred of modern art in part inspired this video you're watching now. But all that said, I do get hating modern art, cause I used to hate it as well. I was a drama major, and as part of an exercise in school, we were asked to name a character we related to. As we went around the table, the trend was everyone picked a character who was as obviously similar to themselves as possible. This didn't necessarily have to do with race, though it did often align. An autistic classmate of mine chose an autistic character. The gay black guy chose a gay black character, you get it. Well, when it got to me, I really struggled with this. I like Black Panther, sure, but if you asked me who I relate to more, T'Challa or Naruto, well, it's not even close. Black Panther was about to come out, and the hype around it, well, you had to be there. People were talking about it like he was the first ever black superhero. And while I'm not saying the movie wasn't a big deal, I have mixed emotions regarding where that hype came from. Case in point, my brother had a coworker at the time who, while discussing Marvel, said, "I'm excited for you. Now it's like you guys have your Superman too." Now, to be clear, I don't think this individual was trying to segregate superheroes. I bring the story up because of how well it illustrates the subtle reinforcement by our society that black is other. It is a quiet yet pervasive voice constantly telling us that white and black don't mix. Of course a black man could never relate to Superman, but we got this other fictional guy for you. Don't worry, he fails the brown paper bag test just fine. But really, you look hard enough and you can find this social exclusion everywhere. This is what someone who lives in a suburb should look like, not this. This is what someone who listens to country should look like, not this. Of course, it harkens back to the Nazis. This is what art should look like, not this. But I did more than just question my blackness at school. As part of my writing program, I had the pleasure of seeing a friend of mine have his work performed on stage. Art school can get pretty weird. Theater kid stereotypes are accurate, and yes, it did feel like an episode of Victorious at times. My friend's play opened with a 5-minute monologue about gooning. No, I'm not kidding. And every time you thought it was over, oh, it got so much worse. It was the exact kind of material that would have been labeled degenerate barbarism by the Nazis or modern art by the far right today. And I'll admit, even trying to keep an open mind, I didn't exactly get it. That was until after the show, when I spoke to some other guy friends who did get it. They opened up to me about their porn addiction, something some of them had been struggling with since middle school. They told me that monologue was the first time they had ever felt seen, that their addiction wasn't being treated as a joke. That is what representation is, and that's why it's so important. And just like how not everyone has a porn addiction, not everyone is a black woman or a gay man or a Latin American. Not everything is for you, and that's all right. It seems so simple when you put it like that, but conservatives are selfish man-children who are not okay with anything falling outside their immediate circle of understanding and or use.
Fucking pronouns!
Part of that is because fascism runs completely contrary to this idea. It has to group you into the us versus them mentality. The idea of white is necessary, because if everyone is a unique human being, capable of engaging with others' ideas, well then there is no such thing as an other anymore. Therein lay the beauty of art. It is non-conforming. It is the expression of the soul itself. It's human. AI is the worst thing ever created. I am only going to speak.
Man, bro, I hope y'all been taking all this information in, bro. Cause like I said, man, people don't know how deep this shit truly get, and yeah, now we got stupid ass people. Like, look at this. How you know how bad this shit is? Look at this shit. Ah! This nigga chapter says fuck AI. That's how bad this shit is, cause you niggas are fucking bots and want to keep using this. Like, stop using AI. Stop using that shit, bro. Like, damn, nigga, y'all niggas using 2 billion gallons of water now. Like, what are we doing? Now niggas got water restrictions. That's what I heard. Like, what the fuck are we truly doing? But no, niggas gonna keep on using AI because they ain't got no creativity, and it just generally sad how people just want to live like this, man. Like, you going, like, bruh, like in a couple months, a couple months, bro, you niggas gonna have to open your mouth wide up when the rain drops and shit. Like, what the fuck? Cause you using AI. Like, put this shit down, bro.
Speak on this briefly because I honestly don't think I need more than a paragraph to make my case. There is a reason why AI is the aesthetic of so many white supremacist circles. There is a reason AI whitewashes everything by default. There is a reason why AI bots are frequently manipulated by their handlers to promote racist, authoritarian propaganda. There is a reason AI is completely unchecked, allowing programs like Grok to produce obscene child material. AI is an attempt by the incomprehensibly wealthy to bankrupt and brainwash you. Now, the mythology can be edited in real time. It's 2 birds with 1 stone. They can censor the artist while painting over history. Don't fall for the scam. Fuck AI.
Fuck AI, nigga.
So, we are finally here. Let's take everything we went over and see if we can at last answer why black cosplayers get bullied out of the hobby, why black VTubers get called monkey so often you'd think they're beefing with Frieza, and why Yasuke caused the Twitter weebs to have a full-on meltdown. Not only are fascist and nationalist ideas still around, but we have them baked into the fabric of our society. They have reached the point where anything not fitting into their rigid structure is labeled by gatekeeping purists as, well, impure. Nerd culture.
Yeah, they say that shit too woke. Or, you feel like, nigga, damn, but how y'all gonna, these niggas gonna use this for entertainment, copy our flow, not use it for entertainment no more. And then use this again, and then now the people turning on this, like, nigga, alright, like, it's like, y'all, how y'all don't see this shit for what it is, bro? Like, we were supposed to have a short show with War Machine, my nigga. Like, bro, that's the type of shit I wanted. Like, I love Iron Man and shit. Like, that's like one of my favorite heroes. Like, what the fuck? Why we couldn't get a nigga like that? Why we couldn't get a War Machine movie or so? Like, what the fuck? We seen this nigga going crazy in Infinity War. I'm talking about holding shit down in Wakanda, nigga. I'm talking about, but we don't get that type of shit. Niggas wanna hate on Ironheart, like what the like, you know what I'm saying? And then when they do drop shit for us like the shit not advertised, the shit overshadowed by straight brain rot, gang. Cause you fuck niggas can't put AI down. Y'all just codependent on it. Niggas using Chat GPT for life lessons. What the fuck are we truly doing? Like, yeah, just keep feeding the most prominent and most known AI source all of your information and thoughts. So, like, what the fuck? Y'all are just building up another advanced AI. You fucking idiots. Like, but people don't understand this shit. Then when the AI robots come out and they didn't know everything about you, then you gonna be looking stupid as a bitch. Cause you asking AI, like, why are you asking? Nigga, find out for yourself, bro. You should not be asking the computer what the fuck you need to do unless you're trying to do research on actual information you need, nigga. Like, don't use AI and ask questions about your life or what you need to do in life, like the cheat code and like what the fuck are we doing? Just follow your heart, bro.
Fears black people for the same reason mixed race couples are such a huge deal, or for the same reason a black woman making a country album turns so many heads. Black people in nerd culture does not promote hegemony. It doesn't play by the binary. Cultural fusion is the ultimate destruction of the fascist worldview. Progress has been made, but our society still has not defeated the hegemonic belief that one type of person belongs over here and the other belongs over there. You have perhaps heard that as a black person, your existence is political. Well, as a black nerd, your inclusion is controversial. It is punk rock. It is anti-conservative. And you know,
like, bro, this was exactly why. Hopefully this year or maybe next year I could go to DreamCon, bro. Like, I know that should be so, like, turned, my nigga. Like, just people, everybody just being themselves. Ain't gotta worry about shit for real, bro. It's just a whole environment around full of real niggas. Like, holy shit. Like, they need to make DreamCon a week soon. Like, bro, please, make that bitch a week or two, something, nigga. I'm telling you, nigga, when this shit go up, I'm pulling up, bro. Y'all gonna see me on the stream with RDC in the niggas soon, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I've been watching niggas since deadass 2016, since this grade, bro. Like, this shit crazy. Like, man, I'm telling you, bro. And this is exactly why they named RDC, man. Because real dreams do change the world, bro. Once you stop listening to these fuck niggas that ain't got dreams to begin with, that is when your dreams start to become reality. Don't ever listen to nobody. They ain't got your dreams for a reason. You know why? Because they weren't meant to dream like you. Know what I'm saying? Love yourself.
You know what? That's kind of awesome. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. This one took a long time to make. I was really debating whether or not I wanted to make a video specifically for Black History Month, just because Black History Month has always felt more like a consolation prize. It's honestly so small, but despite that, it does drive conservatives up a wall, so I figured it was important enough. If you did enjoy, please consider subscribing or drop the video a like. I also do love to read through comments. I see all of them, though I am slightly concerned about the comments on this video. We'll see. If you feel so inclined, share the video with anyone you think it might interest. That said, thank you so much for watching. God bless and have a wonderful night.
Thank you, man. Hey, shout out to JD Media. Go subscribe. Nigga, come on now. Banger. I love people that like genuinely just want to put true information to the world. Like, this shit, like, it's all around you, but you need to just choose not to just sit down and listen to it for a little bit, bro. Cause you invested on who the fuck doing this on Baddies, Kick, Facebook Live. Niggas is bought it out. But hey, man, shout out to JD Media or JD Media. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys, man, I'm telling you, bro, but we supporting all black creators, man, as much as we can, cause all we got is us. And you know what I'm saying? It's time for real content creators to come back, man. And cause a lot of this shit been overshadowed by straight brain rot. And it's sad because this platform was never created for motherfuckers just to spread dumb shit. This platform was created to spread your true inner soul and your expressions to the world to possibly save somebody, you know what I'm saying, or just make somebody day better, because life is fucking crazy. So hope y'all took that in. Yes, your boy Carter Chris. Tell me about the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And yeah, it's your boy Carter Chris WCC. I'm out there, but y'all stay safe. I love y'all, man. See you next time, man. We out.